Welcome, and thank you for joining PocketExperts.Solutions. In the next few minutes, we will show you and your team how you can maximize your investment in PocketExperts.Solutions with a few simple steps. Let's get started. The first step is easy. It's a process of assessment and prioritization. The second step is plan preparation. The third step is training. Your fourth step is implementation. And your fifth step is to evaluate the results. Let's take a look. Step 1, assessment and prioritization. Every company has different needs. Every company has different strengths and different weaknesses. It's up to you as the business owner to work with your team to assess your needs and to identify issues that are the most concern for you and your company going forward. Remember, our goal here is pretty simple. It's to help you improve the value of your company through a whole series of opportunities. Let's take a look. Whether you want to increase the value of your business, improve your systems and your internal controls, increase your sales, take a look at your inventory controls. How about your production efficiencies? Packing, shipping, economics, supply chain issues? How about operating in real time so that you understand exactly what decisions you're making, when, and how it will ultimately affect your company, not only today, but a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now? Business documents and agreements, validating transferability of those intangible assets, the other part that gives you enormous value to your company by having systems in place. Management, compensation, employee evaluations, and much more. Let's take a look at PocketExperts.Solutions. As you see the consultancy collection, click on Consultancy Collection as you go on to PocketExperts.Solutions. You see many topics. It's up to you and your team to determine which one of these are the next topics for you and your company. Let's say you want to learn how to increase the value of your company. Go into Valuing the Company under the VIP program. Take a look and you'll see over 50 different chapters here for you to maximize and increase the value of your company, whether it be through cash flows, or risk analysis, or profiles. That's the first step. Identify which one is most important to you and your team, and then we'll help you get started. Step 2, preparation. You and your team need to get set. You've selected the priority and the topic at which you want to achieve. You then review the questionnaire for that topic. You and your team meet and understand and discuss the possible answers to those questions. I highly suggest your team listen to the recording that corresponds with that expert on that particular topic, discussing the answers to those questions. And then together, after you've listened to what the expert had to say, you internalize a plan. You get ready to put in an implementation. You then identify the needs that you're going to need to go into an action plan. Step 3, training. What am I going to need to implement that plan? Who's going to participate? Do I have all of the strength that I need within my organization to do that, or do I need outside help? Once you've identified the team, you've listened to the webinar, you went through the process, you determined what the key factors were that were introduced within those topics, you internalized it, you got rid of the roadblocks, and now you have a clear visual meeting and plan as to how you're going to implement that particular topic. Step 4, implementation. The most important part of this plan is communication. to get information on a weekly basis, timetables, systems set up to understand that we're making progress, that we can change systems, change policies, change procedures, make sure that we have the equipment, the hardware, and the software ready for the implementation if needed, and then add monitoring applications, reporting methodologies, and routine supervision to make sure that what you've now implemented and communicated is actually being done. Step 5, evaluate the results. It's a very important process to make sure that what you're doing is actually coming to give you the results that you've been looking for, that you've invested in. Was the team effective? What changes would you recommend for the next project? What were some of the hurdles? This is only one of many projects that you can do over that time, and you're going to learn how to implement these projects faster and more efficiently each and every time you go through that process. Let's give you an example. If I have a starting point when I have my cash flows at $5 million and I have risk rate of 30%, that gives me a value of about $16 million. But if I work hard with my team and we increase my benefit streams by achieving an additional 20%, and I have the same amount of risk, the value goes from 16 million to 20 million. If I do even more and keep the increase in my benefit stream but lower risk that we have inside of the organization to 20%, the value goes to $30 million. It's an increase of 45%. What would you do to get these types of results? In addition to that, we have an affiliation program. If you like what you see and you refer this program to some of your friends, and they choose to enroll in PocketExperts.Solutions as well, and you refer them over to them through the affiliation program, you will receive a $500 payment as a referral fee. If you and your team needs further assistance, look at learning and coaching opportunities available on coachescorner.coach. And that will give you the ability to have live interaction with our coaches to help you and your team answer questions on a regular basis. Our goal is to make this investment for you one of the best decisions you've ever made.